so we've had to miss a week. But we've been exploring Chalk Talk. I used to think, now I think. How are those routines going?
I know first, my fourth graders, they love Chalk Talk because it really helps them when we've been reviewing, and even with the novels, I'll ask a question, and for them to see other people's responses, it really helps them process and think through and to create new responses. So it's really helpful.
That's wonderful. Any other examples of Chalk Talk? Yes.
I've used it, sorry, as like an exit.
Okay.
After we've done everything to get a brief response from them, what she has to have they actually, and they tell me in their words quickly what it becomes.
Okay. That sounds interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else have some interesting Chalk Talk?
With 5th grade, I did it before we reviewed chapter 1 or 2 for TCAP to see what they remembered from the beginning of the year.
That's a good idea.
To see what we didn't have to focus on as much, and we had to focus on quite a bit still. That's okay.
That's great. Thank you. Anyone else?
Mine are right up front. They're very enlightening. Now we'll just have to check them
I
out.
saw those.
Yes.
Those
Very
were
enlightening.
interesting.
She asked them about TCAP, and it is very interesting. The questions she asked and how they feel about TCAP and what they said. It is interesting to read those. Yeah.
Put that maybe in the lounge for everybody to enjoy.
I was going to say the teacher pay one. Put that one up.
Yeah, she asked them if they thought, I'm like taking your light away,
okay.
but like, because I thought it was good. She asked them if they thought teachers' pay should be based on, the test scores, or should their grade be based on their test scores as well. And they had some really interesting answers.
I like that. That's fun. What about
Somebody wants us to get a really big raise, 25% more?
Definitely. What about I used to think, now I think? Have y'all had any neat experiences with that? Was it a challenge at all to implement?
May I share something?
Yeah.
We're studying eggs, and we looked at this discovery video. They learned about eggs, and then
Farm to store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
will an egg bounce? I used to think eggs were only white. I think that if you put an egg in vinegar, it will bounce. But now I know that there are not only white eggs, but brown eggs. Okay, Miss Thomas, both fingers, took the egg outside, and I was holding it, talking about it. And from this height, it fell out of my hand.
Did it bounce?
It does not bounce. This is egg number 2. You're only supposed to drop it from a height of about 4 or 5 inches. I'll let you guys know what happened. I used to think, if you package an egg a certain way, I used to think that it would break. Some people said it would, some said it wouldn't. So we tried this one yesterday. What do you think? It did not break. Peanut butter. And there's some marshmallows in there. I had these really sticky marshmallows in my room. Put those in there.
We know where the ants are coming from.
It didn't break. And I got one more. Toilet paper roll, tissue, those marshmallows again. They did not break.
Wow. Great. I used to think, now I think. So science would be an excellent use of it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Mary. other than I used to think, now I think in Choctaw? Yep, good, the past good. So, and that's what I've heard that from some of you, that there are some routines that you're using consistently in your room, which is awesome. So what are the ones that are sort of your fallback routines, the ones that you can probably use the most often in your room? I know that Sandy, you've said the 4 C's.
Tug of war, chop talk.
Okay, tug of war, chalk talk. Anyone else?
See, think, wonder.
See, think, wonder.
See a lot of, or hear a lot of.
We're working with our fairy tale ball, and we're upgrading our station to include a thinking routine in each one. So when there'll be a tug of war to where they choose their favorite villains, right?
Yeah,
Their
favorite
villains from
bad
this
character.
evil queen, the evil queen, the wolf, and they'll do a tug of war on that. And there was another one.
Oh, the waltz in which they hate, it's gonna be, I used to think.
Yeah.
And then
How they don't wanna
characters, we can do
do
4 C's about a Cinderella
Well, that we're gonna do too.
together,
But then we're gonna have several very.
different fairy tales, and they'll go to different stations. So we're taking out some of the other stuff, like making a magic wand. I think we're throwing some of that away. Oh,
We already got that.
We've got 6 stations and some will get 5.
Awesome.
That's great.
Wonderful.
See, think wonder with the castle.
Yeah, if anybody has a giant poster of a castle, we need a big poster.
I have a castle treasure.
We were thinking like a real castle.
We found a photograph.
Hey guys, Hey, Kathleen, I went to Kinko's and blew up some posters. It was like $4.
Oh, okay.
So if you just take that picture, they'll blow it up for you and ask for the teacher discount.
Well, in terms of, we've been doing the book study on intellectual character. We've been implementing the different thinking routines. I know that at times you said that the book can be a little bit hard to grasp. But in terms of reading the book and implementing the routines, what connections are you coming across in the classroom? Are you having any aha moments where you're implementing things in the classroom and it ties into the book study?
I really like how actually one of the worksheets for social studies and review this week, it had the kids read a section of the social studies book and form their own questions. So it was actually Earth Day, so it was related to the environment, and some of the questions that they came up with were just remarkable, and that was my aha moment was, wow, a 3rd grader really thinks like this. It's really amazing.
That's neat, it really is. Anyone else? Well, I know that I shared a quote this morning that I talked about just at the beginning, but it dealt with the fact that questions were more important than getting the exactly right answer. What do you think about that thought? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? What truly matters in life has less to do with getting exactly the right answers than with asking the truly important questions.
Yes.
Okay, I hear yeses. What makes you say that?
Well, that's been the whole math shift for the last 5 years, of instead of, they don't wanna just see 28 on the page, they wanna see, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, and they wanna see, why it's 28. And even, when they were talking about art too, like they would rather see a wrong answer with an explanation than a right answer with nothing, because they want to see what, they want to monitor the thinking. And to me, I often thought, gosh, I would have been a math genius if I'd been taught math